Sponsored by EA.
Hey everyone, it's AlluringSimmer here, and if you're new here, then welcome to Planet Allura, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. Today we are working on the speakeasy from the Love Island Villa. Before we get into today's video, I just want to share that I am part of the EA Creator Program, and you can use my code AlluringSimmer when purchasing Sims 4 DLC, or visit my website at AlluringSimmer.com/creator to see other eligible titles that you can use my code AlluringSimmer for when making purchases on the EA app. To those who've already used my code, I appreciate you so much as it helps to support me as a content creator. I've also decided to add an extension for my Sims challenge for those who may want to participate. Whether you like create a sim or building, there is something for you. You can use the hashtag Alluring Fairy Shell, download my shell from the gallery, AlluringSimmer is my gallery ID, and then follow the rules in the description. Or you can use the hashtag Alluring Fairycast and upload a fairy sim that you created. I may choose your sim or your build to add to my world during my Winx Let's Play, so consider to participate if you want to see your sim or your build in my game. So now let's get into the build. So I actually created this build a little while ago, so by the time you're seeing this is probably like a week or maybe a couple weeks after I built the speakeasy. I've been working on finishing up this build very diligently the past few days. As I've had this build, I've been working on it for like a few months, and I was like, we need to get this done. So this is definitely something that, you know, I worked on a little while ago, but I wanted to share the speed build of it so y'all could kind of see the progress of the villa so far, or at least one of the rooms that I've worked on, and also to let you guys know, for those who may not catch up with my streams, that I am working on it, and this will be a build that will be available on the gallery once it's all completed for you all to download. So I was asking my stream what they think I should do with the build afterwards. I was initially just going to upload it and have it so that if other people want to do the Love Island challenge, they can use my villa to do so. However, my stream has decided that I have to do the Love Island challenge as well, so that may be potentially something coming soon. With that, I will obviously need sims for the challenge. I think I'll probably make most of them, but I do want to leave the opportunity to those who may want to participate and make a sim for the challenge so that you are able to do so. Initially, I was going to do Love is Blind, and if you've submitted a sim for Love is Blind and you're comfortable with me using that sim for this challenge, I can just go in and customize their looks. I will be doing that regardless because I want to add like skin details and CC and all that fun stuff. But I do want to mention that if you didn't make a sim for that challenge but you do want to participate, you can do so by uploading a sim with the hashtag Alluring Love Island, and then I will be adding any sims that people upload to the gallery for this challenge, and then I'll also be making my own sims as well on my stream. I have mentioned in a previous video that I will be going on vacation very soon, which means that uploads might be a little bit less frequent. I'm hoping to still sort of keep up with my uploading schedule and have at least 3 videos up a week, but that means I'll have to do quite a bit of pre-recording to make sure that I'm able to maintain that for the month of August. So if there are any ideas of things that you'd like to see during the month of August in terms of content, then feel free to let me know in the comments down below. If you guys want to see more builds, more creative sim, anything specific, let me know and I'll definitely take those into consideration. Also, if you have any ideas of things that are a little bit easier to film in batch, so for example, like making a couple sims based off of a show, like how we did the Winx series, I was able to kind of record a few of those at the same time, which was nice, and then go in and edit them over varying days so that I was able to keep up with that series. So anything where like the actual recording process might be a little bit shorter, as I don't have that much time before I go on vacation, is greatly appreciated. However, let's get back into this build. As I said before, we are working on the Love Island Villa. Today specifically, we are doing the speakeasy. The reason why I chose to build this to begin with is because I'm kind of a Love Island fan. I actually started with Love Island UK, which is actually the original Love Island. I feel like with that it's just Love Island and then there's Love Island USA, but I think I started watching Love Island around season 5 or 6. I'm pretty sure it was season 5 of the UK one, and then I only recently started watching Love Island USA, and personally I prefer the UK, which is the original. I feel like they have longer seasons. I feel like it's a little bit more interesting and a lot less drama. There's obviously still drama because there's drama regardless, but I feel like there's a clear distinction in how like things occur in both of the shows. I feel like the USA one has a lot more like intense drama in such a shorter period of time. While I feel like Love Island UK has its own drama, but it's not as like, I don't know how to explain it. If you know, you know. If you watch both, you'll understand what I'm saying. But I personally prefer watching the UK version. However, this villa that I'm building currently is based off of the one from Love Island USA, and it's based off a mixture of season 6 and season 7's villa, because in season 6 I don't think they had a speakeasy, and I don't think they had the photo booth or the sauna. Those are new things that they added for this season, and that is something that I wanted to include with this. And also because it's such a large build, I wanted to make sure that I had something to fill all of the rooms. And honestly, at this point I'm getting closer to like finishing up this villa, but I feel like there's a lot of rooms where I have no idea what I'm going to put there. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I feel like I have everything pretty much that exists in the actual villa, and now I'm just like, I think I might just have to come up with some stuff for like the remaining spaces, because I've already made like the confessionals, the speakeasy, soul ties, I have the little dock area, I have all the seating areas at the bottom. I started to work on the seating areas up top. And if you guys want to see like the whole process behind the scenes of working on all of these areas for the Love Island villa, I do have a playlist on my channel where it's called, I think, like Love Island building video, something like that. I'll have it linked in the description so you guys can check it out, and you can see like the full process of me creating the villa. The speakeasy that you're seeing right now is actually one of the builds that I didn't work on stream, which is why I decided to create a not a speed build, but like a build with me for it, so that way you can still see the process of me creating it, since everything else has been streamed. So I hope that you enjoy seeing this part. It honestly, a lot of the build is the same because it is kind of just like a lot of drinks and stuff all over the wall, but I do like how accurate I was able to get it for the actual build. I feel like if you've seen the one from the show, you'll know that this one is like, I wouldn't say 1-to-1, I'm not going to give myself that much credit, but I will say that it's pretty accurate to what it looks like on the show, and I'm very happy with that. I do also want to mention that with the layout of the Love Island villa, I don't think that is exactly the same as the show, and as I mentioned before, I did like a mixture of things from like season 6 and season 7, so like in terms of cohesiveness, I still think everything goes really well together, but it is like not exactly the same as either villa, since it's a mixture of both. But I'm super excited to eventually finish the entire villa, be able to upload it to the gallery, because I know many people have been asking like, are you going to upload this, are you going to make this available? It will be on the gallery, but I do want you to keep in mind that I have used CC in this build for like very minimal things. I will say the majority of the stuff is like in-game items. You will require quite a few packs because I did not packs and kits. However, I used very minimal custom content. I would say like the main things are probably like some of the neon lights and like a few little decor pieces, maybe custom content, but nothing that will make it so that like the build is not functional. I will also include a list to all the CC when I finally finish the build. I think I want to do like a full tour, because I'm not going to take all the different small build videos and like put it together into one giant speed build. I think it would take too long because I've been working on this for like months on and off, but I do think what I want to do is like have a full tour, so that way you can see an overview of all the different rooms and know what it looks like before you download it. And in the description of that video, I will have a link to all of the custom content that I use, so that way you're able to download that as well if you're on PC and you want to have like every single thing that's included with this build. And as we get to the end of this video, I hope that you enjoyed this little build with me of the speakeasy from the Love Island villa. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and consider to check out my playlist of all the Love Island building videos, so that way you can keep up with it, and stay tuned for future streams of me finishing up the villa before I upload it to the gallery. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.